How has this happened? How the inner vision dawned on Savitri? How it has come to her? Savitri has not done any yoga. She is a human person in search of a husband, and suddenly now something happens to her and she sees something else. She remembers her past births. How has that happened? What kind of miracle is it, Savitri? Savitri has not done yoga the way which we are going to see later on in the book of yoga. Certainly not that. But the inner vision has already opened out in her case. By the power of love which got awakened in her the moment she sees Satyavan there. She sees a person there. She recognizes all that. And the power of love, the love got awakened in her. It is that love which has opened out her inner sight. It is not by yoga, but it is the power of love which has given her that new vision, that inner vision. So, basically, until now, Savitri didn't have that vision. She was traveling, etc., all that. But the moment love got touched in her, got touched in time, as you see, and suddenly Savitri has become a different Savitri. She remembers everything which was there earlier in her life, you see. So her inner vision, still remembering new, that has happened because of the power of love which got awakened in her soul. And the cause, immediate cause for that to have happened is this person standing in front of her in the forest land. It's the immediate cause of that. Two eyes, her constant and eternal star, comrade and sovereign eye that claimed the soul, lives known through many lives. So she knows, she has seen the lives already, really, life after life. It is the same thing. Many lives, large frames of love. Well, this is a description which we can immediately understand also that even as a little girl, the mother knew who she is, what she had. At that point of time, there was no question of her getting awakened by the power of love. But her psyche is so powerful, so brilliant, so flaming that everything automatically becomes. Any small little pretext is enough for her to recollect all those past things. She had described, in one of her talks, while she was coming from Paris to Pondicherry, the ship had halted at Cairo, and she had visited the museum there in Cairo, you see, and she saw in the museum a comb, and she went, oh yes, I used to use that comb. Yeah. Now, it is that becomes a pretext. All the past associations, all the past births, everything immediately comes into view, straight away like that, you see. This is what has happened to the case of Savitri also here. Made this known through many lives, large frames of love. He met in her regard his future's gaze. Now the description is going back and forth. Earlier you were describing Satyavan, then Savitri, now again to Satyavan. He met in her gaze, in her eye, because sight is embracing sight, you see. His future's gaze. So he immediately sees that a new future has dawned in his life from here. A promise and a patience and a fire. What is promise? Presence, that everywhere now he sees new divinity residing everywhere. That presence is already there. Promise and a fire. The zeal, the inspiration, the intensity with which things should burn. The Agni is kindled in his soul. And it is that Agni which will work out the miracle of transformation. That is the promise, the new future. It is that Agni, fire, which will, Agni is the god who builds forms. Agni builds form. So if a new form, a new body has to be there, it is Agni who has to build it. He is the builder of forms. He will build the form. A promise and a presence and a fire saw an embodiment of eonic dream. See again, fire embodiment. See, the connections are very clear, you see. It is he who will give form and fixity to our shape. Of eonic dream. This has been what? The cycles of evolution hoping to happen. They have been hoping this to happen, a new form. Saw an embodiment of eonic dream, a mystery of the rapture of which all yearns in this world of brief mortality, made in material shape, his very own. Now this is a description of the material transformation, the physical transformation, which will be wrought out by fire, Agni. Agni, the builder of forms. It is he who will work out the process of transformation. And Satyavan already sees in Savitri. Later on we'll see that she is the link between spirit and matter. Later on Satyavan will tell Savitri that I have been waiting for this to happen. Let us see if we can catch it. Satyavan's dilemma is, well, I have got great spiritual experiences, but I am unable to understand why matter is unable to respond to them. What is the difficulty with matter? I am unable to understand that. This is what he is going to tell later on. I groped for the mystery with the lantern. And what is my lantern? Thought, my mind. I was looking for that mystery. What is it that? But I was only looking from my brain, from my thought, from my mind. Its glimmerings lighted with the abstract world, a half-visible ground and travelling yard by yard. That is how thought goes, mind goes, from point to point, measure to measure. Fixed distances. It cannot cover sweeps. It mapped a system of the self and God. Well, that is what we'll do. We'll make a design, we'll make an analytical picture and all that thing. That is what mind will do. It could not live the truth it spoke and thought. Yes, mind has come to a certain kind of a understanding of the truth, but it cannot live that thing. Then eyes turn to see this form in visible things. Everywhere in all these objects, I wanted to see that visible truth present in them. Hoping to fix his rule when mortal mind impose a narrow structure of world law, etc., etc. But what happened to his mind? This light showed more the darkness unsearched. Mental pursuit, it only made darkness more dark, you see. It made your original secrecy more occult, more deep. The mystery was not solved, but deepened more. And then he says, 103.67. But now the gold link comes to me with thy feet. 6-7. But now the gold link comes to me with thy feet, and his gold sun has shone on me from thy face. Yes, the dichotomy which was there all along between spirit and matter. Spirit is great, this thing, that thing, etc., etc. But I could not resolve the dichotomy. But now that I am seeing you here, the problem is solved. I know the link between spirit and matter. You are the one. So this is what we have got here. He met in her regard his future's gaze. A promise and a presence and a fire saw an embodiment of eon dream, a mystery of the rapture for which all yearns in this world of brief mortality, made in material shape his very own. Back to our this golden figure given to his grasp, hid in its breast the key of all his aims. These aims are elaborated later on by Satyavan himself, as you have seen. Yes, in your coming, I see the golden link. This golden figure, that is Savitri, given to his grasp, hid in the breast the key of all his aims, a spell to bring the immortal's bliss on earth, to mate with heavens the truth our mortal thought, to lift earth hearts nearer the eternal sun. Now, this is a kind of a commentary of the poet. He is telling what is going to happen when Satyavan is going to meet Savitri. This golden key, this golden figure, that is Savitri. She is the key for all the future aims, for all the. And what are the things, future things? The future things are to bring the immortal's bliss on earth, Ananda, that must come on Prithvi, on earth. Ananda must come here to bring the immortal's bliss on earth, to mate with heavens a truth, our mortal thought, our humanity, our smallness, that must open out to the greatness of heaven. That is what must happen here. To lift earth hearts nearer the eternal sun. So our life, our mind, our body, immortal bliss on earth, everything must achieve that absoluteness. Now this is what has happened now. He has described what has happened, what change has taken place in Satyavan, what change has taken place in Savitri. And then the poet is telling, look, this meeting is towards this. The meeting is to lift earth hearts nearer the eternal sun. To bring the immortal's bliss on earth, it is that purpose for which this meeting is designed, is planned, see, to bring the immortal's bliss on earth. It is for that the meeting is going to take place. This is the poet's commentary. In other words, the whole vision of their meeting, they are not yet met, so to say, in that sense. The whole vision of the meeting and what are the prospects held by that meeting are foreseen by the poet from the planes above, from the transcendental realms. He is seeing what is going to happen. From above, he is going to see what is going to happen here. Yes, this is what will happen, that immortal's bliss will come to earth, that truth will reside in the human mind, that earth hearts will approach the eternal sun. In these great spirits now incarnate here. Now, he is disclosing to us, Satyavan and Savitri are avatars. They are the incarnate beings in these great spirits, now incarnate here. Love brought down power of eternity. Because of them, the power of eternity has come down here. Their love, the power of eternity has come down here. To make what? To make of life his undying base, deathless base. Death shall not be there in life. And it is base for what? For love. Means the fruitfulness of the meeting of Satyavan and Savitri, the fructification of the coming together is to bring down the power of eternity and make life the undying base of love. Make undying base of love. That is the power of meeting. That is, the meeting is designed for that purpose. And this is what he is saying from above. His passion surged away from fathomless deep, naturally from below. Satyavan's passion is rising up. It leapt to earth from far forgotten heights, but kept its nature of infinity. His passion, love's passion. He stands for love here. Love's passion surged away from fathomless deep. Fathomless deeps of the transcendent. It is from there it is leapt out. From there it is leapt out. It leapt to earth. It is plunged down below that passion. Far forgotten heights. That is how love has come. Satyavan has descended, leapt down, incarnation. But while he has come down here, he does not forget his infinity, but kept his nature of infinity. Yes, he has leapt down from the fathomless deeps above, from the transcendental realms, which cannot be plumbed, which cannot be gauged. He has leapt down upon earth. While he is on earth, in the mortal world, Mrityu Loka. Earth stands for the mortal world. Mrityu Loka. So while he has come down to this Mrityu Loka, to this mortal world, he does not forget where from he is coming. His contact, his nature of infinity remains intact. Although that nature of infinity has to work itself out to the process of mortality. It has to work itself out to the process of mortality. On the dumb bosom of this oblivious globe, unconscious globe, the globe which is unaware of it, unaware of itself, it has forgotten itself. This earth, because we had earlier, leapt to earth. Earth is an oblivious globe, unaware of its own reality, its own truth. Earth is unaware of her own truth. Therefore, oblivious globe. Although as unknown beings we seem to meet, so here comes from nowhere Satyavan, here comes from nowhere Savitri. And suddenly they meet. Although as unknown beings, we seem to meet, our lives are not aliens, nor as strangers joined. We have been coming together again and again. We are not aware of it, but it was happening. Moved to each other by causeless force. The force does not need a cause. It is non-Newtonian physics. Here, things will not change the state of inertia or the state of motion until and unless an external force acts upon them. This object will remain as it is until and unless an external force acts upon it and pushes it. It will remain as it is. In fact, that is a good thing also in a way. An object will remain as it is, where it is, Because suppose I have lost my key somewhere, the key will not walk away by itself. And there is a very good chance for me to find the key somewhere around, you see. So it works also, you see. Otherwise, it will be impossible to find the key, you see, if it starts walking by itself. You see. So the force is in the Newtonian mechanics, it is cause of all movement, change of motion. Change of motion occurs because of the force. But here is a causeless force. It doesn't need any force at all. It is its own cause. It is a kind of a refutal of Aristotle's philosophy of cause and effect. Here is a force, it does not need cause. Its own will is its own cause. Moved to each other by causeless force, the soul can recognize its answering soul. Across dividing time, on life's roads absorbed, rapt travelers, turning its recovers familiar splendors in an unknown fame, and touched with a warning finger of swift love, it thrills again to an immortal joy, wearing a mortal body for delight. Yes, they have put on the mortal body for another kind of a delight. The soul within those bodies can recognize the answering soul. They had taken human form, but behind those human forms, their souls are alert and they see each other, they recognize each other immediately, absorbed, rapt travelers, turning it recovers familiar splendors in unknown place. So until now, these were unknown faces. Some boy comes here, some girls comes here, who is who, we don't know, unknown faces. But there is something else behind those human persons, the soul within them, souls within them. They recognize it and touch with a warning finger of swift love. Yes, the miracle is done. That's the whole thing. The miracle is done. The warning finger of love. It thrills again. The moment that love touches, then it opens out to immortal joy. Wearing a mortal body. Immortal joy, wearing a mortal body.